Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 4 of Rants with Gunner. Today's episode is titled Accepting a Loss. I'm a loser. You're a loser. He's a loser. She's a loser. We're all losers. Accept that. Everyone experiences a loss in life, whether that be a game or a person. But the thing that separates people is how you change and accept this loss so it doesn't happen again. And God forbid that this does happen again, at least you will be more aware of it and will be able to adapt in a healthier way this time. This all plays into mindset. There is a bright side to most things in life. Again, not a lot of people can accept that. I feel like people spend too much time on negatives that they overlook positives. I do it. We all do it. And it's hard not to do that. If you sit there and deny over and over again, you're not going to be able to move on. By doing this, you're making that loss greater than it might actually be, and most of the time more than it actually is. Now, yes, cry. Sit there and take the time to pity yourself, because you're allowed to do that, because you did just experience something, or something did just happen, and these are all natural responses to that. Look, but after a while, you need to get up and get your shit together, because the longer it takes you to accept that, the longer it is until you move on. There are so many times that I sit here and denial. I sit here in denial. And I've realized that the more that I deny, the greater toll it takes on me. And I have to say, denial is the biggest enemy to acceptance. 11 years ago, my dad left. He's not dead, but he chose drugs over me, and that took a long time to accept. Matter of fact, I still am yet to accept it, because the more that I sit here and think about it, the more upset that I get. I used to be sad, and I could never accept it. I used to cry myself to sleep about it, and it would keep me up at night. And I just had to accept the fact that, it happened. And to anyone else that has lost a person, you just have to think that maybe you weren't as dear to that person as that person was to you. I have to tell myself, I'd rather be alone than with somebody that can't reciprocate the love that I give them. I've also learned that the quicker that you learn to accept the situation for what it is, the quicker that you will find happiness in something else. And this will lead to so much more mental clarity in your mind. I've stated this many times, but you are the only person that is in control of your thoughts. You are in control of your thoughts. It's not the other way around. And then you're being so hard on yourself. You need to learn to blow the fog out of your head and clear your mind. Learn to breathe some good things in, and while doing that, you need to breathe the bad things out. Because the longer they sit and rot in there, it just builds up. And that can turn into something a lot worse. And you will find worse ways to deal with it. I always ended it off with a quote. If you've ever seen Perks of Being a Wallflower, that's a really good movie. But if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. We accept the love we think we deserve. And every single person deserves the love that they put out. Accept that. So that's going to do it for this episode. Again, comments if you have any suggestions. This was Rants with Gunner, episode 4. Peace, guys.